these other aspects that are covered by various acts to ultimately achieve a good budget, and this is what I think happens, and on that basis I cannot support it.
Stuart Nash.
Thank you very much, Mr Speaker. I absolutely support this bill, and I reject the arguments put forward by the last speaker, the two national speakers actually, and New Zealand First. And let me outline the reasons for that, Mr Speaker. So GDP is a very important measure. There's no doubt about that. Gross domestic product, it's a monetary value of all finished goods and services produced within a country's borders within a specific period of time. It's a measurement of a nation's overall economic activity, and it is important, and no one denies this, and I don't think there's any point or any appetite to change this or get rid of it. But, Mr Speaker, in the 21st century, the question is this the only measure we should be using? In a country like New Zealand that sells itself globally as clean, green and 100% pure. Our brand, our global brand, the thing that gives us a global competitive advantage is about sustainability of the environment, of the economy and of our communities. And shouldn't we be trying to benchmark ourselves against others globally? Shouldn't this be part of how we see ourselves and the success of a government in delivering for all the people of New Zealand? Mr Speaker, sure, there may be measures that should or shouldn't be in this bill. There is no doubt about that. But this is the role of a select committee, and that's what we do with these bills. They're imperfect. We all acknowledge that. So we send them to a select committee and we get the experts, and we're not leading the way in this, so there are experts in this field, to submit to our select committee and say this is what the bill would look like. This is how the law could be applied in a way that's meaningful and really works. This is why this sort of bill should absolutely go to a select committee. That's why I'll always support this. Let me give you a quote, Mr Speaker. We've heard a number of them tonight, and I quote, "Sustainable development is the pathway to the future we want for all. It offers a framework to generate economic growth, achieve social justice, exercise environmental stewardship and strengthen government." Now, Ban Ki-moon said that, and aren't these measures and aspirations that we all strive for, no matter what our political colours may be or parties we represent? And the only way, actually, to see if governments are delivering is actually to measure. And this isn't a bill, I don't see this as a bill to hold this government to account. I see this as a bill to hold all governments to account. If this bill is passed, then the next Labour Green government that's coming in 6 months will be held to account in the way that every single government will be held to account. Mr Speaker, the Public Finance Act came in 1989, and I bet at the time, and the Speaker probably is the only one who can clarify this, but I bet at the same time we were having these sorts of debates when this bill came in. I bet there were MPs on both sides talking about transparency. Heaven forbid. Why would we want transparency in the public accounts? But now, Mr Speaker, the Public Finance Act is seen as an integral part not only of our government but of democracy. And Mr Speaker, this bill will have its time. Of that I have no doubt. It looks like if the government's not going to support it and New Zealand First isn't going to support it, it looks like it probably won't get to first reading, but it will have its time. Of that I have absolutely no doubt. And I also believe in 20 years' time there will be MPs who will be standing here or who will be reading this or who will be presenting this data either at budget time or in parliamentary debates, and we will marvel at the fact that 20 years ago in 2017 we were actually debating whether we needed these or not, because these will be so integral into how a government measures its success and how the people out there measure a government's success, that it will just be part of the norm. And I just think it's a shame that, in fact, we're not taking a lead. Well, we're not. No, I'm not even talking about taking a lead, that we don't join the rest of the world or the rest of the developed world and say, you know what, these things are now important. Sure, financial transparency is accountant, but I will support this bill, and I will always support bills like this, because I believe that a greater level of transparency and accountability in government is vital if we as politicians and we as a parliament are to win the respect and confidence of the people of New Zealand. It's sad this bill isn't going to a select committee. It's a real shame because its time is now, but it will have its time. Of that I have no doubt, James. But I support this bill 100%. Thank you very much.
Mr. Speaker.
Well, I'm tempted to call Simon O'Connor. I'm not quite sure what I should call him now. Simon O'Connor.
No, well, that could easily take up my 5 minutes, but probably not the indulgent way to take this. Look, I am opposed